Hello and welcome back to 2K14 Universe. It's me, it's JICH.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing 240 pounds,
John Cena coming out first here. Once again, last week he lost to Sheamus. He says he's not going to let that bring him down. Momentum will be his. So John Cena has insisted that he get another opportunity to prove himself, to get an opportunity to try and get the eyes on John Cena once again. And he has challenged none other than Eddie Guerrero to a one-on-one match here tonight. Someone who is very similarly ranked to him on SmackDown. And here he comes. Eddie not one to say no.
from El Paso, Texas, weighing 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
Well, Eddie Guerrero has been doing wonders for himself. I believe both these two are very close in the SmackDown rankings. Let me just quickly double check that. I think I need to quickly update these afterwards for Raw and NXT. But yeah, John Cena is ranked 6, Eddie Guerrero is ranked 7. Cena's lost to Sheamus last week, brought Sheamus up another rank. He's now in the top 4 for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Cena says he'd love to face Sheamus again down the line. He'd love another opportunity to go one-on-one with Sheamus. But that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about John Cena and Eddie Guerrero going one-on-one for what I believe to be a first-time match here in this universe. I'm very curious to see what goes down when these two face off against each other. John Cena, Eddie Guerrero. I think Eddie's got a lot of momentum behind him, so this could be a tough match for John Cena, and it could do wonders for Eddie Guerrero to get him that little bit higher up as well, as it benefited Sheamus. You never know. So here we go. John Cena and Sheamus start things off pretty hot straight away. I got some huge news for you regarding SummerSlam. Bret Hart and Damien Sandow have mutually agreed that in regards to the World Heavyweight Championship match that's taking place at SummerSlam, Paul Heyman thought, let's spice things up, let's make things more interesting, but he approached both men and both agreed to have Edge as the special guest referee at SummerSlam. Damien Sandow, I imagine, is very cocky and confident that Edge is going to betray Bret Hart and cost him the World Heavyweight Championship, whilst Bret Hart has believed that Edge has turned a new leaf and he is a better man than he once was. We'll find out tonight in this tag team main event just how much Edge can be trusted when he teams up with Bret for the first time ever. They're facing off against JBL and Damien Sandow in our main event, so it should be an interesting one. We've got a big rematch coming your way up next. Well, I don't know about big, but we've got a rematch coming your way up next. Robert Scorpio says, look, the score right now is 1-1 between me and Ryback. I eliminated Ryback from that battle royal. He can't deny it, and he can't delete that just because he beat me one-on-one in the past. I want another opportunity to show that I can beat Ryback. So obviously Scorpio was compliant and he gave Ryback a rematch in the past, but now Scorpio wants his opportunity, a rematch with Ryback. So once again, these two going at it one-on-one up next. And of course, the World Tag Team Champion Kane will be in action later on tonight, facing off against Chris Jericho ahead of their World Tag Team Championship match at SummerSlam. I do wonder if Jericho will be able to recapture the World Tag Team Championship. It's definitely an interesting one. I can't honestly say what I think will happen. I mean, obviously on paper, I want to say, Brothers Destruction, they're a very dominant team, but, Big Show, he's a very impressive man, and Chris Jericho is definitely a very intelligent individual. Speaking of Big Show, he'll be defending his Intercontinental Championship as well tonight. Scott Steiner, one of many people to take issue with Big Show jumping the line for the Intercontinental Championship. Big Show says if anyone wants a shot at the Intercontinental title, all they got to do is ask. Step up, knock him down. He doesn't care if it's Scott Steiner. He doesn't care if it's the Ultimate Warrior. He doesn't care if Christian wants his rematch. It does not matter to Big Show. Step up, he'll knock you down. That is the statement made by the new Intercontinental Champion, Big Show. You know what? After seeing what he did to Christian last week, I can't blame him. Speaking of Christian, he's very upset with Edge for coming to the aid of Bret Hart. Says that there's no reason for that. They've already dealt with Bret. What is he playing at? And Edge has not commented on this. It seems like Edge has perhaps realized that a childhood hero of his, Bret Hart, has offered him his embrace, has respected him, and it seems like that means a lot to Edge, and perhaps more than anything right now, he just wants to get that respect back. A part of me does think that Edge is going to play a crucial part in cheating Bret Hart out of the World Heavyweight Championship, and obviously with Sandow so keen to agree to that match, I really can't say I feel too confident in Edge's trustability. I don't know if that's just Sandow hoping that Edge will turn against him or what, but you know, I do wonder, you know, who's in the right here. Or if Edge is really going to just call it straight down the middle. Two special referee matches at SummerSlam. Obviously, Raw is also doing a special referee match. Randy Savage will be getting right in between Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels to make sure that the NWO, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash stay out of that important matchup. Speaking of important non-title matchups coming your way at SummerSlam, very much looking forward to the resolution of Randy Orton and Triple H, a last man standing match. Loser is banned from the World Heavyweight Championship for the rest of the season, and the winner will get a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity at Hell in a Cell just around 2 months after SummerSlam. There will be a World Heavyweight Championship defense in between SummerSlam and Hell in a Cell. That's quite a big gap, but either way, for Randy Orton, for Triple H, that gives him a lot of time to prepare. Eddie Guerrero got Cena hooked here, and Cena turning it around. Is this going to be the end of the... No, Eddie, you turning this around. Is this going to be the end of the match? And Cena turning around. Is this going to be the end of the match? And Eddie turning it around. Is this going to be the end of the match? And, you know, this is a very Eddie and John Cena thing to do. I could see them genuinely doing this just as a rib. And Cena kicks out. Just for the fun of it. Well, if you didn't hear the news on NXT this past Wednesday, tomorrow's Superstars will be the second to last ever episode of Superstars. The show is coming to an end, but with this will be a pretty big change here on SmackDown as well as on Monday Night Raw. We will be hosting 6 matches on each show, so Superstars in a way will still be with us. It'll just be a little different. Beginning 6 matches on each show. It means we'll get less episodes in a season, which means the seasons will go by a little quicker. And it also means that there won't be a show dedicated to the part that a lot of people don't seem very interested in. Because the numbers don't lie. The Three Amigos only got a 1 count on John Cena. That's got to really rock the confidence of Eddie Guerrero, who is taking out his frustrations on the announce table. I don't know why people do that. I really don't know what that's going to achieve. You know, the announce table isn't to blame for your move not getting the job done. I said it. Eddie splashing John Cena through the table. The referee told him to keep it up. I think he was actually warning him, but it sounded like he was just encouraging him. Keep it up. Well, John Cena is back up to his feet, and he's back inside the ring. Because who on earth would sell being put through a table in this season? Nobody. Cena set up in the ropes. If Eddie had his old tag team partner Ray here, well, that'd be perfect setup right there. I don't know why my P's are coming off so strong at the moment. I'm sorry about that. Perfect. Now they don't. Whenever I try to make it happen, it doesn't happen. Perfect. No, that just sounded fine. Eddie Guerrero lasso from El Paso. Is John Cena going to tap for the second week in a row? Is he going to do it? John Cena's got nowhere to go. Nope. Eddie Guerrero decided to let go. I think he was losing his grip. And Cena with a snap now. He is back in this. And he's staring at Eddie. He's just staring at him. And, ooh! I like when John does that move. John, my friend John. Eddie is still in control. Hey, Eddie's been very impressive in this opening match. Perhaps the future is brighter for Eddie than I initially thought. Oh, hold on a minute. John Cena scooping him up. What goes up must come down. Attitude adjustment on Eddie Guerrero. Cover. Is it over? Ooh, he kicked out. He kicked out. Eddie coming off the... Oh, John Cena, that is. Very quick to move out of the way. Keep calling him John. Just John for some reason. I don't know this man. Who is this lady? Oh, what a drop kick.
This guy's so good. Got out of the way of that one.
And Cena going in for a clothesline. Eddie rolls him up though. Eddie, is he? Ooh. Ooh, I don't think he had his foot in the ropes there. I think Eddie's getting a little desperate here. Cena just keeps on fighting. This guy's got a lot of spirit in him right now.
It's been so physical.
You know, I do hope we get a John Cena and Sheamus Part 2. That was a great match last week on SmackDown. I'd love to see them go at it again. Did John Cena tap out last week? I have in my head that he did. I don't know, because a minute ago I just said, is John going to tap out for the second week in a row? I don't actually remember if he did or not. I think he did. I think it was to a really generic move. Because 2K14. I think it back, taking John Cena straight down to the mat. Old school wrestling technique there. Uh-oh. Cena says enough is enough. And that means he's going to do nothing. Because they never... Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say they never do the comeback. But he actually is going to do the comeback. Maybe John Cena's AI is a little more advanced. Because we all know this. The 5 moves of doom. John Cena perfectly in position. I thought he was going to pin him. That would be the most AI thing to do. Now he'll pin him off of this. 5 knuckle shuffle in your face. Oh my god, he actually did the combo? What? John Cena, second time in the match. Attitude adjustment to Eddie. Got him. Is it over? Is it over for Eddie? Has John Cena defeated Eddie Guerrero? Yes, he has. Cena wins. Cena wins. Sorry, I was just doing my Michael Cole impression. How did I do? Well, there you go. Cena picking up a win. John. So John Cena picking up an important victory here tonight. This will keep his momentum a little higher than his loss to Sheamus last week. I hope Sheamus accepts. I hope we get another match between those two. That was really good last week. I'd love to see it again. Cena would like to see it. I think the fans would like to see it. I say let's do it again. John Cena with a big win over Eddie Guerrero to kick off SmackDown. Yeah.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from the United Kingdom, Robert Scorpio.
Well, you really have to wonder if this was a wise choice by Robert Scorpio. He's coming out here tonight. He says he wants a match against Ryback. Is this a smart choice? I don't know. Robert Scorpio seeming a little confident in himself tonight. Obviously, he does hold a victory over Ryback, but to request a match with Ryback, to say that you want an opportunity to get in the ring with Ryback, I feel like this was a very short-sighted challenge. I think maybe he forgot about how much each move from Ryback probably hurt him. This should be interesting, but I don't imagine particularly favorable. Wake up.
Approaching the ring from Sin City, weighing 291 pounds, Ryback.
Well, here he comes, the big guy, who has definitely not done very good this season. He definitely one of the essential parts of SmackDown, so to speak, last season. He's really got a lot of momentum to build back up. Scorpio might very much be feeding into getting Ryback back some victories. Big neck breaker there by Scorpio as he starts this one off, trying to be in control, but Ryback sending him into the corner. I thought the last match between these two was pretty good, but it very much felt like Ryback kind of made an example out of Scorpio. So to see him make another challenge to Ryback here tonight, it does feel like a huge mistake, to say it quite simply.
Who's going to get the advantage and maintain control? Tie up. This is about skill and power. There's the suplex.
Ryback. Oh, never mind. I've got to say he is in control. No, he isn't. Ooh.
And he dodges that one.
Ryback got the arm of Scorpio caught. Here goes for, oh, belly to back.
Shoot through the superstar's body
Off that slam. Great to see Kane in action up next. You haven't really, I've said this before, I'll say this again. It's always been a bit of a problem of mine. Ever since the Brother Destructions became World Tag Team Champions, we just haven't really seen a lot of either of them competing. Now, admittedly, I don't really feel like there's a lot of teams that can step up to them. I think it would be great to see Edge and Christian face off against the Brother Destruction. You know, literally the greatest WWE Tag Team Champions in history. The Edge and Christian are. They've never held the World Tag Team titles, and they're certainly not holding championships anymore, but obviously right now Christian is out of commission. He took some real serious damage from the Big Show. I can't imagine he'll be on the shelf for particularly long, but at the current point in time, Christian is unable to compete. That barricade break especially did some real damage to Christian. He just was not prepared at all for the viciousness of the Big Show, and that's why I think Jericho may actually stand a chance of regaining those tag team championships at SummerSlam, is because well, Big Show can be quite ruthless when he wants to be, and it seems like he's very motivated right now, and obviously it's very apparent to me that Jericho, oh wow, great move there by Scorpio, but Jericho really want to take back the tag team championships and obviously take over SmackDown to some capacity. You know, I'm not an idiot. I think everyone can see what's going on here. Chris Jericho's got that World Heavyweight Championship contract, a guaranteed shot at the World Heavyweight title whenever he wants it. At the same time, that Big Show just became Intercontinental Champion, and they're invoking their rematch clause for the tag titles. Come on now. I think we know what's going on here. Scorpio going for a white tiger bomb. No, never mind. There's a backbreaker. I really thought for a minute there he was going to... Oh, no, sorry. He doesn't... No, he doesn't... The positioning was all wrong for a tiger bomb. That's right. Well, I'll tell you, so far Scorpio's been very impressive against Ryback. I don't know where the Ryback from a few weeks ago has gone, but he's definitely not here right... Oh, wow. As I say that. Just about flattened Robert Scorpio.
That's how you stop an opponent dead in his tracks and put a beating on him.
I'll tell you, what an interesting match we've got coming your way tomorrow night on Superstars. Zack Ryder has caught the attention of Mark Henry after he struck him with the European Championship to close out Superstars. Now we're getting the White Tiger Bomb. Is this going to be enough? Oh! That is a hell of a move. He got him! He got him again! For the second time, Robert Scorpio defeats Ryback. Well, I'll be damned.
Here is your winner, Robert Scorpio.
Robert.
One superstar is happy that this
Wow.
was over. You said it.
That was a surprisingly one-sided matchup, and then Scorpio defeated Ryback once again. This has got to come off as very disappointing for the big guy. I don't know how well it's going to go down with the fans, but, well, Scorpio did it. He beat the big guy. Huge props to Robert Scorpio for this win. And now we move on. Chris Jericho and Kane in action. This will be good. Well, here comes a guy who has suffered some real tough losses in recent weeks, and you kind of wonder, is this going to be another one of those tough losses for Chris Jericho, especially with SummerSlam so close by. It seems like ever since he won the Money in the Bank briefcase, Jericho has been losing quite a bit lately. Truthfully, I don't even like Jericho, but I'll say it, I hope he wins tonight. I don't know how he'll do it, but I think he could use it ahead of SummerSlam. Man looks to become a two-time World Tag Team Champion at SummerSlam, and in doing so, we've been told the Intercontinental Championship will not be on the line at SummerSlam, but Big Show has said that he is more than happy to defend his championship again next week on SmackDown after he retains against Steiner. Up next, as a matter of fact, these matches were quite strategically placed next to each other to try and ensure that Jericho would maybe be a little too worn out to get involved in Big Show's match. Obviously, both Jericho and Big Show feel that that's not really necessary. We don't need to worry about that. I guess we'll see. Let's put him in the body bags today, folks. Here he comes.
Approaching the ring, representing the Brothers of Destruction, weighing 323 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Kane.
I mean, truth be told, you know, I say it from time to time that it's a shame we don't see these guys compete too often on SmackDown. But with that being said, I feel like the presence, the allure, everything about the Brothers of Destruction, we don't need to see them on a week-to-week basis. They have nothing to prove to anyone. Show up, dominate their tag title defenses, and leave. That seems to be the way of the Brothers of Destruction, and so far it is working very well for them. Two multi-time world champions. What a combo. You know, I do wonder to myself, obviously, if Jericho are unable to win at SummerSlam, then who? Who and how? Those really are the only questions I could possibly ask at that point. Who and how? I really think the Brothers of Destruction are in for a extremely, potentially record-setting long championship reign. Currently, I believe the World Tag Team Championship record is held by the Celtic Cross, the pairing of Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, who I think have a record so impressive that I don't think a lot of people ever expect it to be beaten. But if ever there was a pair to do it, I think Undertaker and Kane are the right guys. Let me quickly find out what exactly the record is for McIntyre and Sheamus. I can't actually remember the exact amount of days. I just know it was a very long reign. 224 days. I believe that is the longest reign overall in like any championship period. I mean, technically speaking, there are two championship reigns that are longer than it, but they go with some technicalities. One of those is Beth Phoenix's Divas Championship reign. It was 261 days, but for a majority of that championship reign, the championship was retired, which is why she has only 5 defenses in those 261 days. And the similar can be said about Drew McIntyre's 301-day United States Championship reign. The only difference there is that Drew did make up for every defense that he hadn't had, hitting 301 days with 10 defenses before losing the championship to Rey Mysterio. But in terms of like regularly defended, consistent, never was it defunct whilst they were holding at championships. Celtic Cross, 224 days, 6 defenses. The second pair to ever hold the World Tag Team Championship, and no team has come close to their record since, believe it or not. No one has even hit 100 days since the Celtic Cross's World Tag Team Championship reign that ended on the 30th of August 2010, starting on the 18th of January that same year. There you go. There's some Michael Cole statistics for you. That's the kind of commentary I prefer to do anyway, frankly. I don't really like calling matches move by move.
Kane enjoys punishing his opponents. He relishes every one of those sadistic moves.
Ooh, that's a move you don't expect to see Kane do pretty much ever. And yeah, he did. Sorry, I'm very tired. I've been up since... Okay, it's going to sound weird, but I've been up for about 12 hours. But the reason I'm very tired is because I've been up off of like a 2-hour nap. That's why I'm very tired. My sleep's been a bit messy again. Jericho with a big strike to the midsection. I feel like this is a good point in time for me to advertise just for the hell of it. I do have a Discord server. Now, bear in mind, for all you wrestling folks who love wrestling and can't talk about anything other than wrestling, there is a specific part of the Discord for wrestling only. So keep it in there if you're joining because you only want to talk about that. But I haven't advertised it on this channel at all. So I just thought I'd mention there is a new Discord server. It's not that new anymore, but it's linked below in the description. Part of my link tree, you can check it out. Not that many members, quite a small little community so far, but you know, that's why I got to promote it. I don't really do that very often, as I mentioned before. I haven't actually promoted it once on this channel, I don't think. So, you know, if you want to join that, be sure to. Just make sure you keep things where relevant.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next. You're in trouble now.
The one fan just screaming Y2J in the crowd. You gotta love it. Jericho with a single leg Boston Crab, and Kane reaches the ropes. I'm gonna be honest, Kane doesn't feel like the kind of guy who needs to reach the ropes. Kane seems like the kind of guy to just be able to fight his way out of that, but, you know, maybe he's feeling like humoring Jericho a little bit. I don't know. Well, Kane now looking to put this match to rest, and I think he very well may. Why did he call for a chokeslam and then do it? Never mind. Tombstone by Kane. Here's the cover. Oh, Jericho kicked out. We'll all be damned. That is some surprising fighting spirit from Chris Jericho. I'm not to say he's a quitter. It's just obviously, you know, with his back-to-back losses to CM Punk and Six-Pac, you know, I was kind of expecting another loss here tonight for Jericho, truth be told, but he kicked out. And now no way is Jericho going to make Kane tap. I mean, it's season 4, so probably, but no way are we going to see Kane tap out. Unfathomable thought right there. And Jericho got it locked in, and he lets go as Kane reaches near the ropes. And Jericho charges in for a code breaker. This could be an absolutely massive victory for Chris Jericho if he could defeat Kane right here and now. Cover on Kane. Jericho gets the win. Well, that is what you call picking up some absolutely massive momentum 9 days away from SummerSlam.
Here is your winner, Chris Jericho.
Now, huge props to Chris Jericho on this victory. He just did it. He beat Kane. Credit where credit is due. Jericho set himself out with a goal here tonight, and despite all the non-believers, he just beat Kane, and he did it without cheating. That is very rare for Chris Jericho. So huge congratulations are in order here. Well done to Chris Jericho on this very, very important victory. Will it be back-to-back important victories for Jericho, as up next, Big Show defends his Intercontinental Championship against Scott Steiner.
into the ring. Standing 7 feet tall, weighing 441 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, the Big Show.
You know, I can't even blame the Big Show. I mean, obviously, I don't condone taking out Ultimate Warrior backstage. But Christian came to him with a request, and he said, hey, can you get rid of this problem for me? I can't beat this guy. And Big Show majorly took advantage of that to get a favor out of Christian. And who could have expected an Intercontinental Championship opportunity? I'm sure Christian had not expected that to be the decision of a favor that he was going to get.
And introducing the challenger from Detroit, Michigan, weighing 276 pounds, Scott Steiner.
Well, Big Papa Pump is actually, I believe he's ranked somewhat high in the Intercontinental Championship rankings. I'll have to double check this. He might actually not be ranked at all, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's ranked number 5 in the Intercontinental Championship rankings. For those who don't know, Big Show was not ranked at all in the Intercontinental Championship rankings. He was fairly high in the World Heavyweight Championship rankings, which I think we should definitely not overlook in terms of the question of whether or not Big Show is a rightful Intercontinental Champion. You know, I think he very much made an example out of Christian. It's not like he cheated to become champion. He just cut the line, and obviously I gotta give credit where credit is due. Big Show said if Warrior wants a shot, Warrior can have a shot, which means that as soon as Warrior is able to compete, he will face Big Show for the Intercontinental Championship, undeniably. I do believe that Big Show is a man of his word. I just think that one of the most successful win-loss records in history, he's got every right to feel very confident in who he defends against. The championship actually looks pretty damn good on Big Show, though, I must admit. It should be a real good match. Look at the gold. Oh, here we go, Big Show. Oh, I mean, there's definitely not going to be a very flashy match. I'll give you that. This is two people that are very big and a little bit slower in their offense and so. I mean, I don't know. Scott Steiner can be pretty damn fast, actually. I should probably watch my mouth there. Big Show, oh my God, clubbing away at the head of Scott Steiner. Yes, of course, don't forget to tweet hashtag SmackDown when you are talking about this episode. I'm sure no one would be confused by that. So, you know, be sure to do. They don't give any further context either. Just, you know. Honestly, if anyone ever does something like that, please tag me. I would like to know. And by tag me, I mean tag JJ Wrestling on Twitter, not. Or is it JJ Universe? Shit, I don't actually remember what the Twitter handle is. I think it's JJ Universe. Big Show, the big left hook across the face. And he goes in for the cover on Scott Steiner. Steiner now in control. Northern Light suplex. What is it? I'm pretty sure it's, is it Universe or? Sorry, hopefully Big Show's not doing anything stupid right now. So I'm quickly double checking. Jitch Universe. Sorry, I should probably rename that Twitter. I think the JJ Wrestling handle is actually taken. Because I found out after I renamed this channel that that's what a company's, a belt making company calls theirs. So I do apologize. I'm not trying to steal your thing. It's just I'm not renaming my channel again. I'm not doing it again. Unless I like get forced into it. Otherwise, I'm not changing this channel's name again. No. It's had way too many name changes. It's staying as what it is. I don't want the name Just Jitch in this username at all. Because I don't want the search recommendations from the YouTube algorithm to be all wrestling based. Because I understand, look, I understand. Like, this is way more popular than, like, what I do on the channel I put a lot more effort into. I understand that, like, this is way more popular. And there's nothing wrong with that, and I really appreciate everyone who watches this for taking interest in it. It's just, I don't want this to, like, tank the success of the other channel. And obviously, if I put Just Jit, the reason that I called the channel JJ Wrestling and not Just Jit Wrestling is because if you put Just Jit in the name of this channel, then when people search Just Jit anything, it's just going to be like a bunch of wrestling stuff that's going to come up, because that's going to be the things that people are looking for, respectfully. Whereas if it's JJ Wrestling, it's a completely separate search term, and that doesn't set the other one back at all. So that was the reasoning behind that, in case you were curious. I just wanted to save the other channel and also let this channel do better as well, because if that channel were to somehow outgrow this, I wouldn't want it to bury this channel either. I just want them to be treated like two separate channels where you get to hear my voice. Big Show, big choke slam to the center of the ring on Scott Steiner. Is that going to be enough? This could be a very, oh my god. You want to talk about how freaking strong Big Show is? Look at how easily this man just beat Scott Steiner. That was definitely a very decisive win, as here comes his best buddy Jericho, and these guys are living it up right now. Very, very happy with each other. Jericho and Big Show having a great night. Will it be just a sign of things to come ahead of SummerSlam? Only time will tell. But for now, Big Show is victorious. Main event time, though. Speaking of tag team action, Edge and Bret Hart teaming up for the first time ever. They're going to face off against JBL and the World Heavyweight Champion Damien Sandow. Can Edge be trusted? We find out next. Here we go. This is a very, very interesting situation we have on our hands. He's already shown that he can't be trusted once in the past. But is that behind him? Is he really a better man now? Bret believes so.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 241 pounds, the Rated R Superstar, Edge.
I just really hope Bret gave it a lot of thought before he agreed to have this man as the referee in the World Heavyweight Championship match at SummerSlam next Sunday, because that is a very, very risky move. On one side, yes, it will keep JBL away from ringside. On the other, if this man can be trusted, it means that this will be called right down the middle. I don't think Bret's going to want someone to cheat him into becoming World Heavyweight Champion. Not at all. But on the other side of things, you know, Edge has a history with the current Money in the Bank holder, Chris Jericho.
From Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 234 pounds, Bret the Hitman Hart.
There is just no part of me that says that Edge is all that trustworthy, and obviously the thing is, Edge has already pulled the wool over his eyes and fooled Bret Hart once in the past. Is it seriously going to happen again at SummerSlam? That is another concern of mine. I don't know what the future holds, but I know one thing. This man right now, he is undeniably up there as a deserving contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'd say the only people that kind of rival him right now is Randy Orton. And I do think it's a shame we never got to actually see the contenders match take place between Bret Hart and Randy Orton. I thought that would have been a real good match. Two of SmackDown's absolute top stars right now, one-on-one. Randy is a little bit preoccupied with this ongoing rivalry with Triple H, and so it was settled that he would face Triple H in a last man standing match. And since their rivalry has been all about the World Heavyweight Championship, you got to think, with the loser being banned from the world title for the rest of the season, that's surely got to be the end of the feud between Randy Orton and Triple H.
And their opponents first. From New York City, John Bradshaw Layfield.
Well, here comes the longest reigning WWE champion in history, JBL. A record that is currently very threatened, actually. The Rock will be walking into SummerSlam with... Hang on, let me just double check here. I believe The Rock will be walking into SummerSlam with exactly 140 days as WWE Champion. JBL's reign was 161 days. So if The Rock defeats Batista and retains the WWE Championship, he is a shoo-in, a guarantee, I believe, to overtake Batista as the to overtake JBL as the longest reigning WWE Champion. There is 4 weeks between SummerSlam and Night of Champions, so that would be a guarantee. Rock would be walking into Night of Champions, the longest reigning WWE Champion. I don't know who the hell he'd face, but that is to be determined. And here comes JBL's favorite man on SmackDown right now. A lot of people have tried warning both JBL and Damien Sandow that they can't trust each other. Neither one of those two is trustworthy.
And his tag team partner, from Palo Alto, California, weighing 247 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, the self-professed intellectual savior of the masses, Damien Sandow.
Well, boy, doesn't he always just look so confident and so at home with that World Heavyweight Championship around his waist. Damien Sandow, perhaps a very underrated World Heavyweight Champion so far. I think a lot of people are taking this man's championship reign for granted. He has shown just how good he is at his cunning and his wit. The man managed to manipulate Randy Orton into thinking that Triple H took him out before their match at Money in the Bank, when it was definitely JBL. The solidarity between Damien Sandow and JBL is always just so apparent. These two really do have a little bit of a bromance developed between them. Clothesline there by Edge takes down JBL. And it's interesting to see Edge volunteer to start this one off, especially given his win-loss record. This is a very risky one for Bret Hart, and I hope he realizes that. I believe Edge has only won 1 match this whole season. Let me just quickly double check that. Let me just fact check that. I don't like spreading misinformation. I believe, yeah, Edge is 1-11 this season. He's actually one of the very bottom ranked guys here on SmackDown, which means that keeps this up, he might very well be off of SmackDown, because I want to bear in mind to you that next week the final episode of Superstars will feature an Earn Your Spot match, as it is just before SummerSlam. And either Dusty Rhodes or Big E Langston will be fighting for either a Raw or SmackDown spot. They could very well give Edge or someone like Rey Mysterio or Sin Cara the boot from SmackDown. It could very well happen. With the ring post goes Edge, and JBL gonna. Oh no! What is this? Oh my God! What is this? Bret, you might want to do something. Oh my God! JBL might have just been able to make sure that Edge isn't able to make it to referee SummerSlam. That was fit. Oh, never mind. He's up. That's like my favorite thing to do in these old games where people just didn't sell anything at all. Is to be like, oh my God, that was devastating. It was terrible. He might be written off. Oh, he's up. Never mind. He's standing. He's fine. Working the arm of JBL there. Very interesting move, considering it doesn't really do a whole lot to do with the arm, but you know, every limb that's weakened is an important one. Obviously, JBL throws that clothesline from hell with that very arm that Edge just won. I believe that's just the left arm that he throws that with, and Edge and Bret teaming here quite smoothly. As I said before, obviously, a part of me knows that, you know, Bret is someone that Edge very much looked up to. What is Damien doing? Well, that was an interesting little move there. JBL went to make the tag, and Damien was nowhere near the corner.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the
I just went to tag Bret in. He had a second thought about that, and now Damien calling for the tag. The moment that JBL is in control. And there you go. The World Heavyweight Champion Damien Sandow in the ring against a man with only 1 win this season. What a humongous victory this could be for Edge tonight if he could win this tag match with Bret Hart. Even if Bret gets the victory, that's going to be a huge ranks increase for Edge to be winning in the main event of SmackDown against the World Heavyweight Champion and his right-hand man. Pairing up with Bret Hart, maybe even from a selfish point of view, could really help revitalize the career of Edge. You know, his tag team partner Christian, he can be very bitter with Edge and upset that Edge is aligning with Bret Hart after the history that those two have with Bret. But on the same page, you know, Christian's one to talk. The man is already ranked number 12 in the World Championship standings, and of course a former Intercontinental Champion puts him right at the very top of that too. Yeah, he's got every right to be upset with Edge perhaps for turning his back on him when they could very well now go for the tag team titles again, but at the same time, Christian was going to leave Edge in the dust anyway. I think we all knew that. Christian and Edge, by the way, are still registered as a tag team. They have not officially separated, which is one of the reasons I feel like Bret may need to be cautious here, or perhaps Christian can be swayed too, you never know. I honestly feel like they could make a great trio. You got Christian and Edge with Bret as kind of like their mentor.
Bret Hart expected that. The Hitman has the headlock. I wonder if Bret learned that.
And this is a preview of what you can expect to see at SummerSlam between these two. The last time these two faced off, it was in the main event of a very, very long time ago episode of SmackDown. I believe the very first match that Damien Sandow had after winning the World Heavyweight Championship, and he lost clean to Bret Hart. I believe it was a champion versus champion match, and Bret Hart defeated Damien Sandow. And that is what secured Bret this important opportunity here. It has been confirmed that next week on SmackDown, the Ultimate Warrior will get his shot at Big Show for the Intercontinental Championship. I can't wait to see that one take place. That is two very momentous superstars going one-on-one. Could it be too soon for the Ultimate Warrior off of whatever happened to him backstage? Well, I don't know. Sandow deciding to get out of there and let let JBL take care of Bret. And, oh boy, JBL might get taken care of. Huge pile driver. Bear in mind, again, as I've said many times before, Bret has not actually been pinned or submitted this season. His only loss to date this whole season was Edge laying down for Christian in a triple threat for Bret's Intercontinental Championship. Bret was not pinned or submitted. He wasn't involved in the match, and Edge threw the match. He wasn't involved in the result, I mean. He was involved in the match. Bret Hart going for the sharpshooter and Edge. You might want to spend less time being the cheerleader and more time getting in the ring to help him here, as Damien Sandow very quickly breaks up the sharpshooter. There's a very blank expression on Bret's face after that. Ooh. Discus clothesline attempt by JBL, but Bret was very quick to be out of the way. Side suplex to JBL and a leg drop by Bret Hart. And now Bret, oh, no, never mind. Bret thought about it and he said nah. Both of those two ran over to Edge, and Edge very cleverly ducked down the ropes. I mean, you got to think tag team action. That's Edge's specialty. A historic 2 reigns as WWE Tag Team Champions said all it needed to about how good Edge is in tag team competition. He may not be in the match with Christian right now. That doesn't take away all of his tag team experience. It's been so physical. DDT. Oh, mama. Kicked in the midsection by Damien Sandow, who's now in control of Bret Hart with a side suplex. And oh, here we go. Bret just looking very confused. And he ducks it. Yep. There you go. Never rely on a hot tag. Bret Hart ducking it, and there's a German suplex to JBL. Edge doing his best Batista impression. JBL getting right up in the face of Edge as he elbows away at Bret Hart. And how massive would this be for JBL to knock off Bret Hart? It wouldn't be the first time JBL has knocked off someone with a lot of momentum behind them. One man who is no longer able to compete thanks to JBL. Booker T suffered a first loss in a very long time to JBL. I think that was King of the Ring last year that took place.
You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men.
Bret Hart going wild. Ultimate Warrior style from Bret Hart. Bret, chill. Edge into the cover on the World Heavyweight Champion. What a huge win this could be for Edge to pin the World Champion. I wonder if Damien Sandow is having any regrets at agreeing for Edge to be the referee at SummerSlam, considering how much he's willing to beat the hell out of Damien Sandow here tonight.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what you're going to do next.
Edge is very confused here. He's running around all over the place, and in comes Bret Hart, and no, wow, he actually got him. Is he going to get JBL though? No, of course not. There was a season, I couldn't remember which one it was, where hot tags never worked. I didn't think it was 14 for some reason. I thought it was like 12. Neck breaker by Bret. Very similar to the one that JBL executes in there. As Bret looks to make the tag in the Edge, as he perhaps saying, Edge, you get the job done. You've earned this. Well, I don't know where the hell Edge was going, but that's not how you earn a victory, Edge. Tag into JBL. Oh. Oh my god. Edge was struck down by JBL. Edge, oh boy, he's furious. He's coming in here. Edge picking up some momentum. Takes down JBL. Cover attempt here on JBL by Edge, and well, right in front of Sandow. That wasn't a very smart move at all, really. Execution! That's got to be it. Except for the fact that Damien Sandow is literally right there. That would definitely be it otherwise. Edge could have just picked up his first main event win in God knows how long. Huge powerbomb there by JBL. Single hand, by the way. Incredible strength on display as JBL almost got the win. Bret Hart had to make the save for Edge there. Submission hold applied. Edge nowhere to go, but Bret continually coming to the aid of his tag team partner, and I think he's oh, spear! I was about to say I think he's a bit dazed, but Edge was able to hit that spear no problem. JBL laid out with a spear right in front of Sandow, though still not going to get the job done. Yeah, there you go. Golden Light suplex bridges into a cover. Edge doing everything he can to put JBL away. The World Heavyweight Champion making sure this one keeps on going. Oh, here we go. Season 4 special, baby. Bret Hart. Oh, no, he saved him. I think Bret may need to get in the ring. Or just take... Oh, wow. JBL going for another one of those vicious clotheslines. Here we go. This is a smart move. This is a very smart move. Oh, okay. Oh, Bret. Wow. Bret fighting dirty a little bit here. Oh. There you go. Season 4 special. Edge is thinking with his dome. Got him. Edge just picked up his first main event win in I don't know how long. A very valuable memory has been made as here comes Justin Gabriel. Fuck this game, man. Jesus fucking Christ. What the hell?